Afternoon. It's Charles Addison, one of the directors of the Maiden Group. I'm joined this afternoon by Liam Conway of Control Energy Costs. We're coming to you today to announce the launch of a new partnership with the Maiden Group and our proud patrons of Made in the Midlands and Made in Yorkshire on the launch of the Maiden Energy Club. So Liam, could you tell us a little bit about the Maiden Energy Club and what we're looking to do?
Sure. So, we've been a patron for 5 years now. Across Made in the Midlands and Made in Yorkshire. We work with 100 plus members, and you and I were having a conversation around how we could help members further. I think probably in some of the conversations that you'd been having with them, they were sort of raising energy as a key concern moving forward in terms of overall costs. So we got together and we thought about how we could add more value over and above than we were already doing as a patron. And then the Energy Club was born from that.
Fantastic. And what are the benefits of joining this, Liam?
So the key benefit really is purchasing power as an energy club. So Made in the Midlands members and Made in Yorkshire members can collectively purchase energy with the aim of driving costs down by economies of scale. There are some other benefits as well. So we offer something called forensic cost recovery. So forensic cost recovery is an in-depth audit looking at the last 6 years worth of electricity, gas and water costs. And we're trying to highlight opportunities for refunds and rebates that members might not be aware of. There's also other ancillary services, so things like invoice validation. So for anybody who manages electricity at the minute, they'll see that their bills have got ridiculously complex. There are lots of lines for lots of different charges, so we validate those invoices every month for them. We also help people with energy saving projects, look at on-site renewable generations. We're also helping people with working towards net zero, so that's one of the things we'll be focusing on for the Energy Club. We'll be focusing on net zero and driving down consumption for members, and also helping them with ongoing reporting and compliance. So all of those things will form part of the Energy Club, but the key message really is around that ability to bulk buy energy to get better deals.
That's fantastic. Obviously we've talked a lot about the lack of regulation in this industry, and obviously manufacturers are high energy users, aren't they? And whilst supply chains are encouraged to source around and try and get the best procurement they can, hopefully from localized supply chains, given what's happening at the moment globally, it makes sense to be able to do this with all areas of the business. So it's almost an opportunity to fight back, I suppose. And within our group, obviously the Maiden Group working with 500 manufacturing companies. So what sort of businesses in the group do you currently work with?
So I think at last count we're at 144 members, and typically they're people who spend probably somewhere between 100,000 and $1 million is probably sort of 60% of those. So your core membership, but it's people like Thermotech Plastics, Midtherm Laser, Bonham & Turner, Frederick Cooper, TWP Manufacturing, Brandauer, RSD Pressings, Laser Shape, Subcon, people like that really.
Yeah, it's using the collective buying power of the group. It's obviously very powerful going forward. And can you give me an example of how firm maybe within one of those has reaped the benefits of using your services?
Sure. So we did. I can't remember when it was. It was some point during the last year, although that's sort of all blurred, hasn't it? Really, but the last one of these we did was a webinar where Ian Brown at Techonex, who's the president of Made in Yorkshire, was on it, and you kindly introduced me to him after it. And we are just about to secure them close to a 6-figure retrospective refund. They were working with another energy broker, wanted us to take a look at things. And if you think about that as a business, you're getting what is effectively a 6-figure cash injection back into the business from something you had no idea about. And I think the key message about us being involved as patrons, but more so from the energy club point of view, is just engage and have the conversation. Because if we can save you some money, get some bulk buying power, fantastic. But one of the first things we want to do is, can we get you back some money that you didn't know about? And if we can't, nothing ventured, nothing gained. But if we take Techonex as the example there, they engaged, had the conversation, and they're getting nearly 6 figures back. Granted, not everybody's going to be in that boat, but it's well worth engaging and having the conversation with us as part of as part of a key membership feature, really, as well. Take advantage of the energy club. I know you guys are going to be introducing new members and existing members to us to have a chat with them and see if we can add some value, and I'm sure we will be able to.
Yeah, I think this thing is like the intelligence of the group. I think Jason, our CEO, talks a lot about collective intelligence of the network. It was spotting firms who, I think in that example, had actually missed the initial webinar and were able to be brought in because we had a good understanding about their business and where this would fit. And it's been a trusted partnership, as you say. You don't go from the number of firms from scratch to work the number of members you currently do without building on that reputation. I think the more we can help companies put funds back into their pockets they were unaware of at this point,
I think
better.
One of the other key things really is that I see so many times where businesses, particularly manufacturers, they get absolutely shafted with energy contracts and they have no idea about it. And as part of the energy club, to some degree, the members and you are holding us to account to some degree as well. You've just alluded to the fact the reason we've done so well is because I've had lots of referrals from people. We've put lots of case studies out, and the name has grown, which has been great. So it goes some way to validating us, what we're about, being transparent with members in terms of what we're earning from it and the value that we add.
Yeah, and as we go into 2021, the rebate of that figure pays for many things in the business, including their subscription to Made in Group many times. Absolutely. It's exciting. It's a win-win.
I have no doubt that, particularly new members, that the cost of becoming a Made in the Midlands member or Made in Yorkshire member could be earned back by having a conversation with us. If it becomes cost neutral or still cost positive for them, then win-win for everybody, really.
Yeah, absolutely. It's about giving the tools. Just for everybody watching, the group gets bombarded, as do firms, all the time from people wanting to talk about energy, and I think it's our job to spend a lot of time pre-qualifying these and finding partners with real integrity. And you only have to look at Liam's LinkedIn activity and the case studies they put out of the lack of regulation in this space. Of finding a trustworthy partner is absolutely paramount. That's brilliant. So how does firms join? How do we go about getting companies on board with this?
Yes, there's going to be a lot of marketing and PR throughout March, so prepared to be seeing us all over socials and the Made in websites. My details are at the top of this screen here, so my mobile number and email address. Reach out to me directly. There's going to be a landing page which is going to be shared with everybody, where you can leave your details for me to call you if you don't want to pick up the phone to me. But equally, if you want, people can contact anybody at Made in and ask for an introduction, and we'll get on a phone call, Zoom, Teams, whatever it may be, and we can start the conversation going.
Fantastic. Well, two fantastic organisations working together. We very much look forward to the future with you, Liam, and the guys at Control Energy Costs. Thank you for your ongoing support, and to that of our members and the manufacturing sector in a whole. We're right behind you, and I'm pleased to announce the launch of the Made in Energy Club as of today. So have a chat with Liam. Obviously, failing that, speak to myself, and I'll put you in contact with Liam as well. And together we're stronger. It all gets us set up for a busy year of recovery and regrowth, hopefully. But Liam, thanks very much for tuning today. We will share this out across social media platforms, and any questions we're happy to field and cover. But thanks for joining us on Made TV, and have a great afternoon.
Super, thanks.
Cheers, Liam. All the best.